It is likely that many of you are already aware of the fact that Ripple did, in fact, release an institutional DeFi plan at Apex 2024. The roadmap appears to be something along these lines. In the following, we are going to discuss this topic in a more in-depth manner and discuss the current events that are taking place in the market in the United States, as well as in markets outside of the United States, and why these events are relevant to Ripple and even XRP. To conclude, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the channel. This is Nick, my name. Those of you who are new to the channel, I hope that by the time you reach the conclusion of this video, you will have subscribed to the channel. Taking a cursory look at this roadmap, we can see that there are 4 portions located on the top, and 1 segment is located on the left. DeFi primitives, which enable financial use cases, are located on the left side of the picture, and a key diagram is located on the bottom side, which shows you what is currently being developed as well as what is on the roadmap. There are 4 things that make up the top 4: infrastructure, compliance, financial protocols, and tokens. In the category of tokens, we have fungible tokens, also known as XRP, the IOL, non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs, and multi-purpose tokens, also known as MPTs. Today, I am putting a lot of emphasis on that. In the following video, we are going to discuss the reasons behind this. In addition to that, we have the financial protocols, which consist of the decentralized exchange that includes the AM in addition to the CLOB. Following that, we have the lending, which includes credit origination and collateralized lending, as well as the permission domains that are located at the bottom of the page. Additionally, we have identity-based controls with the DID and chain VCs, as well as compliance token controls, trust lines, positive authorization, issuer controls, freeze, and clawback. Additionally, we have authorized trust lines. Following that, on the right side, under the infrastructure section, we have the bridges, the XLS 3.8, as well as the Axler, the oracles, and then the side chains. In addition, this is the complete roadmap. In order for institutional decentralized finance to truly become a reality, each of these components must be in place. Presently, the most of these are still in the process of being developed. NPTs, for instance, are currently in the process of being developed. Controls based on identity are now being developed, although DID is still in the process of being developed. Additionally, lending collateralized domains and permission domains are also included on the plan, which is outside of that. As soon as things are in place and have been formally put into operation, the game will begin. Using the XRP ledger, institutional decentralized finance will become a reality. And this is something that I am extremely enthusiastic about because, as you may recall, institutions bring with them trillions of cash and a large number of customers as well. The introduction of the new token that is centered on the XRP ledger, also known as those MPTs, is scheduled to take place on September 2nd. The launch will take place outside of this. And all of this is done in order to strengthen the support for ORWAS. And this is really from Jasmine Cooper, who is the head of the DeFi product at Ripple. She recently described these improvements in a podcast that highlighted a new sort of token that is called multi-purpose tokens. According to her explanation, MPTs are developed with ORWAS in mind explicitly, providing the ability to store metadata in conjunction with the asset itself. With that being said, I did play that clip in a video for all of you out there so that you could actually kind of listen in on it. It is not a problem if you guys did not catch that one. It is in my possession. There are 34 seconds in all. There's nothing absurd about it. Good Morning Crypto was the one who posted this earlier. Additionally, we are required to keep an eye out for Ripple's debut of multi-purpose coins on the XRP ledger during the 3rd quarter of 24. And yeah, it is due in a very short amount of time. Both the XRP ledger and the XRP developer community are working to implement tokenization of real-world assets that are of an institutional quality. A new level of functionality for tokenized assets on the XRP ledger will be introduced by the multi-purpose token.
This new level of functionality will include key capabilities of MPs on the XRP ledger, access to real-time data on the XRP ledger, the ability to automatically adapt to changing circumstances, the ability to freeze clawbacks and non-transferable tokens.
The key use cases that will be coming to the XRP ledger and certificates. Do you support the idea that tokenized assets will soon be added to the XRP ledger? Please have a look at this. Exactly. It is possible that the technology behind the XRP ledger might be improved to better support assets in the real world. To give you an example, there is a type of token that was developed expressly for RWA and is known as multi-purpose tokens. These tokens enable the storage of metadata directly with the asset. There are a few other benefits in terms of scalability and flexibility as well. However, our primary objective is to enhance the usability of the XRP ledger for this use case in order to significantly reduce the barrier to entry for these institutions. And with that, you have it, you guys, particularly on the XRP ledger. These are lowering the hurdles to entry for these institutions, which is a positive development. It's a very exciting time for you folks. Now, as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to institutional DeFi, the thing that excites me the most about it is not only the value that they will offer, but also the users. This is the most important thing that I am enthusiastic about, because all that is truly required is for a single significant institution to present a major product to their customers by means of an improved user interface, which will ultimately lead to widespread acceptance. Now, expanding on this, we have information from vet_x0 that did push the announcement of MPTs. The first code is as follows. There is a public release of the multi-purpose token center for the additional P ledger. Token features that are fungible and non-fungible are shared by MPTs. One example of this is the capacity to contain information. This makes it a good candidate for RWA tokenization, such as T-bills and other similar applications. They require a change to be made. At this point, this is the vehicle code from Vincent. This completely changes the game. To what extent does this affect the requirements for rippling storage? To what extent would it not be preferable to have hosts that link back to the XRP ledger and carry around the metadata? Once this is accomplished, these hosts might be incentivized to store data on it. In addition, hosts are able to have several storage classes and costs, such as extremely fast to extremely sluggish. Now that we have all of the metadata, it may be a load on Ripple's storage capacity, but I believe that it is preferable to large NFTs. In my perspective, it is a nice combination. However, the statistics that related to probability contracts and other RWA descriptions, such as for T-bills, are not very excellent. The fact that this is going to support tokenization in general is another reason why this is a very interesting development. In addition to this, I believe that it will also result in the widespread tokenization of the XRP ledger. This is due to the fact that the XRP ledger is the first of its type that really possesses this information. This is something that we have not really seen on any other big ledger in the space that we have been researching. You might answer something like, all right, well, Hedera does have a few things around data when it comes to NFTs and stuff in response to this statement. On the other hand, we are discussing an entirely different topic here. This radically alters the course of the game. In addition, I am of the opinion that this will ultimately result in the widespread tokenization of the XRP ledger. However, this is also going to occur on virtually all of the ledgers that are present in the area. The amount of money that is available to be tokenized is enormous. There is an enormous amount of value that is waiting to be tokenized. I'm extremely enthusiastic about this. In addition to this, we also have Ripple, institutional, and DeFi on the XRP ledger. This is outside of this. At the Consensus 2024 conference, David Schwartz discusses the new XRP ledger techniques, which include oracles and multiple purpose tokens, also known as MPZs. Oracles are an essential part of the blockchain-based distributed finance ecosystem, as they make it possible to incorporate data from the real world into the blockchain. It is anticipated that the forthcoming release of oracles on the XRP ledger would make it possible for institutions to gain access to data feeds that are dependable and precise, hence improving the operation of smart contracts and DeFi applications. In order to support a wide variety of use cases, ranging from price feeds to event data, oracles will become an indispensable instrument for institutional distributed finance projects. For the XRP ledger, a new level of flexibility and capability will be introduced with the release of the multiple purpose token standard, which is scheduled to take place in the third quarter. The use of metadata will make it possible for MPTs to facilitate the building of intricate token structures that are capable of representing a wide range of assets and rights. Institutions who are interested in tokenizing and managing different asset portfolios will find this innovation to be particularly helpful. It will ensure that digital assets are managed in an efficient manner during their entire existence. And take a look at it, discussed at this meeting of the consensus, or is there anything else that we ought to be aware of? A few of additional ideas for the XRP ledger have been announced by means of this text. Another example is oracles, which are also included in this category, as is the case with the oracles themselves, which are often regulated entities. Although some of these are initiatives related to decentralized finance, they make it possible for decentralized finance applications to be jurisdictionless, such as collateralized lending. If the value of the collateral is unknown, it is impossible to engage in the practice of collateralized lending. Additionally, we have begun to discuss a proposition for what we refer to as multifunctional tokens, which are also included in the XRP ledger, including tokens that may be mined and used for a variety of purposes, including stablecoins. It also offers non-fungible tokens, which are perfect for things like collectibles and other such items. For something like carbon credits, however, there is something that can be described as an intermediary. Carbon credits are fungible, which means that they are similar to one another. Therefore, you probably do not want to use non-fungible tokens, NFTs, for something like carbon credits. On the other hand, they are not actually fungible because they are issued against several projects, each of which may have a distinct regime. As a result, you have a large number of assets. Concert tickets are a different matter entirely.